What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. DJ Mustard is back with his second single from his upcoming album, which is currently untitled and currently without a release date. Nothing is known about this album outside of the fact that Travis Scott is on the Whole Lotta Lovin' single, and now he's teamed up with Nicki Minaj and Jeremih for Don't Hurt Me. It's another title exclusive. Having the Roc Nation deal pretty much secures all further releases through Tidal. He's been doing that for a few years now with his 10 Summers album was a Tidal exclusive, and it's now everywhere else. But Tidal gets that first jump, that first exclusive, however long. And for DJ Mustard, I feel like he's more talented than people give him credit for. Now, before I even explain and get into that, let me talk about what I don't like about Don't Hurt Me. The record itself is disappointing because it sounds like everything that Mustard has done. It sounds like something that he would have gave Kid Ink. Or it even sounds kind of similar to Jeremih's Don't Tell Him. So at this point it's like you're not giving us anything new, anything exclusive, anything good. And I know Mustard has it in him. Like Whole Lotta Lovin'. I didn't like the song, but I respected it because it was out of Mustard's usual comfort zone. And then other projects, My Crazy Life had some records where you're like, Mustard produced that for real? Or the best example is R&B Mustard when he was doing beats for T-Fly. They did a project in 2013 titled Fireworks. I highly recommend that project if you never heard it. It is some of the best Mustard work ever, and T-Fly is a great singer. But going back to Don't Hurt Me, it just seems like he's rehashing things that he's done. Like I said, this could be a Kid Ink beat, and I'm sure there's probably other beats besides the Jeremih one that I could like reference and say it sounds like this, because a lot of Mustard's mainstream stuff does kind of follow like a similar simple formula. And it sucks because he's more talented than that. Now I understand artists want a certain sound. If an artist or if a producer gets hot and everybody wants to work with them, they want what made that one song hot. So here you are, you're kind of boxed in. But this is Mustard's album. He doesn't need to sit here and, rehash things. This is something that he needs to work on with the upcoming album. I want to see more diversity. I want to see him challenge himself more. Getting into the actual record though, it's not a bad record per se. I think Jeremih's presence is kind of just like, he's just there. Like he does a hook, but it's not really a standout hook, and I think that's doing parts of the beat. And then Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has a good verse on here, but it's almost like I'm not too overly impressed, only because we had her do a verse that was similar on Yo Gotti's Down in the DM. Like when Nicki Minaj gets on that raunchy stuff, it's always guaranteed to be like a couple lines here and there that really stand out, that are like, oh, whoa, she really just said that? Well, there's a couple on this song, but let me use an analogy to describe it. Let's say I go to Red Robin. I like Red Robin, one of my favorite restaurants. If I go to Red Robin and I haven't been to Red Robin in like a year, which is actually true, then I'm going to enjoy that meal a lot because I've been anticipating it. Now, let's say I go a couple weeks later, or even a month later, 2 months at the most. Then it's kind of like, well, it's good, but it's not better than that first time because we went so long without it. And that's where I liken this to. Like when I said the Yo Gotti verse that Nicki did, we hadn't heard from Nicki in a while before that verse. So it was like, oh, this is great. And then Mustard comes through with this, and it's nobody's fault. It's just the timing, in my opinion. But like I said, I want to see Mustard do something bigger for his upcoming album. The 10 Summers album is largely forgettable. He's not finding his footing as a producer putting out an album. He's having a hard time doing that. I think it's a hard market to really do. Unless you're, DJ Khaled, who just gets everybody to do the anthems and all that stuff. But Mustard's not really doing that. And on top of that, DJ Khaled doesn't produce his own stuff for the most part. He's dabbled in it a little bit, but he always outsources. And so DJ Mustard is actually producing. So he has a little bit more control over it. So we'll see when the album comes. I would love to hear it and see what he actually accomplishes with this upcoming album. And hopefully it makes some more noise than 10 Summers. And these two singles are some of the weakest on the album. That's my hopes. But you can listen to Don't Hurt Me featuring Nicki Minaj and Jeremiah on Tidal. For now, it's exclusive. I'm sure it'll pop up everywhere else. If you don't have Tidal, I don't know, go on the internet and find it wherever. But once you do, let me know your thoughts on this, on the record, on the single. And then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at Sermons Domain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.